guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are just happening upon this video. My name is Madeline. I post new videos every Sunday. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys from start to finish, all the way from the grocery store to my kitchen, how I make my meals for the week. I like to, eat out on the weekends and give myself a break, but on the weekdays, I really like to cook, especially right now during these Corona times. I really have been enjoying cooking and baking. It's been very therapeutic for me. So I wanted to show you guys, I've had a couple requests. I hate to be the person that's like, oh, I've had so many requests for this video, but actually I have had a couple people ask just as far as how I make my grocery lists and how I get the ideas for recipes. So I thought it'd be fun to show you guys just easy recipes that I really think anybody could make. So off my long intro, sorry, but all right, let's go ahead and jump into the video. If you haven't already, I would love if you would subscribe. Like I said, new videos every Sunday, and let's get cooking. That was really cheesy. Okay, so as far as my process goes, first I will figure out what I want to make this week. And so usually what I do if I'm stumped, I'll go on my Pinterest, and I have a board on my Pinterest called Weekday Meals, where I just like pin a bunch of meals that I think look good for the week. And then after I have all of those ideas, I will go and write out which nights I want to make those on. Just also it's good for, it helps me remember. And then I go on to the grocery list part. So sometimes we'll go to multiple grocery stores, but just right now with everything going on, we're trying to just go to one. So, and that way, whenever we're going to multiple, I'll list them out according to what ingredients I want to get at what store, like Trader Joe's here, Sprouts here. But then as far as ingredients goes, after I have all that listed out, it's way easier to write out all the ingredients that you'll need. So that's really how I do that. And I think that's about it. Hello, you guys. Okay, so it is night one of cooking with Maddie. So tonight we are having lettuce burgers, or I actually forgot the lettuce at the store. So basically we're having hamburger patties with vegetables. I'm gonna make broccoli and then sweet potato fries. And I think I'm gonna put some guacamole on top of the burgers. So that'll be really good. So first things first, I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine, and then I'll show you guys how I'm making the burgers. Okay, so for the burgers, all I did was just patted them into patties. This is 1 pound of ground meat. Actually, this was frozen meat, and I actually have a little bit I'm still letting thaw because it wasn't thawed all the way through. But as far as seasoning goes, I kept it very simple tonight. I'll let you guys know how I think they are if I wish I jazzed them up a little bit more. But y'all, this stuff is my holy grail. It's called Montreal steak seasoning. As you can see, I have the huge one from Costco. You can get them in small shakers at basically any grocery store, I think, like Kroger. I don't know about like Whole Foods, but yeah. So I'm gonna do these on the skillet for 3 to 4 minutes per side, and then do the sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes I got are these fries that are waffle cut. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and then thankfully I can cook this and the broccoli at the same time because I'm gonna cook both at 425 for like 15-20 minutes. Okay, and then for the broccoli, all I'm gonna do is, and y'all just trust me, it's simple, but it works so good, is I'm just gonna do olive oil and Montreal steak seasoning, the same stuff I put on the burgers, and I roast it at 425 for like 15-20 minutes until it gets crispy. And this is the best way, I promise you guys, just trust me, to eat vegetables. Ryan said he didn't really like vegetables until I made him this way, so that's what I'm gonna do. Add a little Worcestershire sauce to each one. I don't know if that's too much, but okay, dinner is almost ready. Now all I'm doing is sauteing some onions to put with the burgers, and all I did for these is put a little bit of olive oil, like probably less than a tablespoon, a dash of Worcestershire, and you guessed it, Montreal steak seasoning. And now I'm just gonna let these get tender, and then I'm gonna pair them with the burger. Okay, then I just put some cheese on these, and I'm gonna stick them in the oven and let them broil. I ideally could have put the cheese on it while it was still in the skillet, but I forgot. And voila! Okay, so rundown. I have 2 burger patties. One I put mayo on, one I put, ooh, let me show y'all. It is this amazing aioli garlic mustard sauce I got from Trader Joe's. Why aren't you focusing? Okay. There. And then I put some of our sauteed onions on it. I have like a bed of spinach underneath there, sweet potato fries, and broccoli. So as you saw, I just made breakfast, and now I'm gonna show you guys how I make my pot roast. So what I do for this, it's super, super easy, and this is just comfort food 101. So the first thing you wanna do is get the right piece of meat. So you have to get a boneless beef chuck roast. I got mine from Sprouts. And yeah, it's gonna cook on high for 4 to 6 hours. And for this, you only need 2 ingredients. You need your Montreal steak seasoning, and I'm sure if you guys don't want this, you could do another seasoning mixture, and then you just pour a whole beer over it. And so I got a 6-pack, and I chose one that I know Ryan likes, so I got a 6-pack of Modelo. So that's what I'm gonna pour over it. And I'm just gonna open this. And then you want to coat it really, really good. And then after I do this side, I will flip it over and do the exact same thing. Now both sides are all coated. This always makes the seasoning fall off of it, but I like to have a lot. So I'll do that and then go in and put a little bit more. I don't know if that completely, it's like my first part is completely pointless, but I don't know. I like to think it makes the beer liquidy more flavorful. So yeah, so I'm just gonna put it on high and let it cook for 4 to 6 hours. Okay, so now I just went ahead and put some carrots and onion in here. I wish you could smell through the camera. It smells so, so good. And this meat, I can tell it's already getting tender. And then now I can't talk. I'm gonna put a few dashes of Worcestershire in here. This whole process is making me realize cooking trends I didn't even know I had. Like, well, I knew I used a lot of Montreal steak seasoning, but I did not realize how much I used Worcestershire. So I'm actually almost out of this. So it just kind of gives it like a nice flavor. So that is it. Let me stir that up a little bit more, and I let it cook for 1 more hour, and then we'll eat like right at 6. Okay, you guys, so for these potatoes, they're called smashed potatoes. So I just boiled them for 30 minutes, and what I've seen people do is take a cup, and they're actually gonna just like smash them down a little bit. And then I'm gonna put this mixture in it, which is a mix of garlic, minced garlic, parsley, butter. No, it's kind of gross, but it's really good, I promise. So I think I'm just gonna take this cup and then, yeah, just like smash it down like that. And then I'm gonna broil them in the oven for 15 minutes and they're gonna be amazing. Okay, so this is what they look like right now. So then I'm just gonna take some of this and do like that on all of them. Yummy. Y'all, I suck. I just started eating and realized I didn't show you the finished product. Roast, beautiful, onions and carrots, and then the smashed potatoes are so good. I'll show you what they look like. They're amazing. I'll put the recipe below. Love it, love to see it. And then for the roast, y'all, literally so easy. If you're gonna make a roast, this is how you do it. And yeah, we're going to enjoy our dinner now. So tonight is going to be takeout night. It is Tuesday night. It's been a little bit. My face mask is by Glam Glow. It's the one that pulls all the gunk out of your pores. I used to use this a lot when I first graduated college. I remember using this like in one of my first apartments. Anyways, I really liked it. Hopefully it doesn't dry out my skin. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so we're gonna get Shake Shack tonight. It's one of our favorites. And yeah, so really no cooking tonight, but I'll still show you guys our beautiful Shake Shack when we get it. And I'm gonna go take off my face mask now. Oh my gosh, Brian, it's making me laugh. Okay, where is this face mask? Okay, this is the face mask. that I used. Focus, bro. Come on. Come on, do this for me. Okay, this is the face mask. This is the mini one that I got from Sephora. This is having issues focusing. Okay. What does this say? It is just the silver one. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, it's called the Super Mud Clearing Treatment. Yeah, love it. So far, I just took it off my face, as you can see. And I just put this on. And then for my moisturizer, this is my tried and true, my Summer Fridays jet lag mask, and I always put this on. I have really dry skin. Hopefully it's gonna get better in the summer as it gets warmer. Also, can we just take a moment to look at my nails? You guys see how grown out these are? I ordered acetone from Target and it's supposed to be here on Friday, but this is just tragic. It's fine. We're fine. So yeah, this is the jet lag mask. If you have dry skin, this is your holy grail. You can use it as a mask, but I use it as a moisturizer and sleep with it basically every night. So yeah. And this is the beauty. Just got a burger, and then for fries we do cheese fries, but then we get the cheese on the side, so it's like a cheese sauce. So good. Happy Wednesday, guys. So tonight we're doing chicken piccata, which is like a lemony thin piece of chicken. Usually we pair it with a vegetable. I can't decide if I'm gonna do a pasta or maybe quinoa with it tonight, but it's super, super good. I love, if y'all know what capers are, they're like little tiny, I feel like they're in the pickle and olive family. They're really good. I'll show you when I get them out. But so we're gonna do that, and then that's about it. So I'm gonna have my glass of wine while I cook, and I'll show you guys the little process. So quick update. So this is actually just one big chicken breast that I sliced horizontally, and then I breaded it with just flour and salt and pepper. I just eyeball it, about a cup of flour, some salt and pepper, mix it all together, and then just coat it. And then I just melted some butter on the pan and then stuck the chicken on there. And then I'm going to cut up some green beans. I think I'm gonna do it on the skillet so it's faster. And then I have some mushrooms. And then I think I'm gonna do a little bit of pasta too. Okay, and then the sauce is a half cup of white wine, a half cup chicken broth, and then these are the capers. They look just like that. And then I'm just gonna let this simmer for another like 5 minutes. It's been on here for 5, so like 10-15 minutes, let it simmer down. And then I'm gonna add the chicken back in it and just let it all soak up all the juices. And then I'm gonna pour some of these unsalted, dry roasted, slivered almonds into the green beans. And I like my green beans a little like charred, and so that's why they're kind of brown like that. Okay, and then for pasta, I'm using this Trader Joe's brown rice and quinoa pasta. And my trick is, because I want some pasta, but I don't want to overindulge in it. And so a serving size of this was a half cup. And so I just did like a cup and a half for the both of us, because you know. And then for green beans, I just finished cooking them with the almonds, and then I turned off the skillet, and then I just put some shredded Parmesan on top. I'm just letting that kind of like melt while everything's finishing up, and we're about ready to eat. And voila! So chicken is done. Cooked the pasta, put a little bit of the caper and lemon and the sauce on top of it, pull up with a little parm, and then have my green beans. So pretty easy in less than an hour. You guys, so it's Thursday night now, and we're gonna make steak tonight, and we're gonna do it since we don't have a balcony or a backyard, so we're doing it in our apartment using our iron skillet, and then we might stick them in the oven. I don't know. We're not like steak professionals over here, but Ryan's helping me in the kitchen tonight too, and we are gonna do that. And then some veggies. We're gonna do broccolini, mushrooms, and then maybe some spinach. Broccolini. For broccolini, I just put a little bit of water in the bottom so it steams, and then just coat it in a little bit of olive oil and do salt and pepper. Or I guess, are we all surprised? Montreal steak seasoning, which is basically my salt and pepper. Okay, and we are almost done. Just pulled the steak out. We did it for, sorry I didn't film this part, y'all, but we did 3 minutes per side on the skillet, and then we moved it to the oven and did, at 350 degrees, we did it for 5 minutes. So I'll let you guys know if this is good and what it comes out to. We're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we have spinach ready, cooking some mushrooms. I'm just gonna do garlic salt, a little bit of red wine, and butter. And then we have broccolini. Okay guys, it's the grand reveal. We're gonna see if we did this or if we did it totally wrong. Oh no, is it really, really pink? You know what? I don't know though, it kind of looks good. I mean,
we'll give it a shot.
Okay, morning you guys. Just got up, and I wanted to show you guys how I make my coffee right now. So I have an espresso, and it's pretty much the best thing that ever happened to me. So you can, with my Nespresso, you can either do espresso pods or coffee pods. I personally really like the espresso. I think the coffee is just like, I don't know, just really strong. So I do this, and then just make one espresso shot, and then I'm gonna froth some almond milk. Okay, so then for frothing, this is the best investment I've ever made. This was actually, came with my Nespresso, which was amazing. Okay, so I'll just pour my almond milk in here. But then, okay, so the one thing that I do differently is I know a lot of people top their coffee with either cinnamon or honey. I like to put it in the almond milk before it froths so it can get like just really well combined, and it just is so good. The honey, or I don't know, that's kind of a lot. And then a little cinnamon. And then just turn it on. Beautiful. And then I'll just give it a little stir. And you have an almond milk latte. Good morning, you guys. So at this point, I have no idea how long this video is. Probably long, but it's Saturday morning and I'm making crepes. So I wanted to film this because that's so fun. So I'll show you guys how I do that really quick. It's really easy. All you need is a blender and ingredients and a pan. Okay, so I have all of the crepe ingredients in this blender. You're gonna make them in the blender. And the ingredients are 2 eggs, 3/4 cup milk, a 1/2 cup water, 1 cup flour, 3 tablespoons melted butter, and 2 tablespoons sugar. And then you're just gonna pulse blend it for 10 seconds until it's mixed. You don't wanna over blend it. So let's do it. And that should be about good. So here's the hard part though. After you blend it, you let it sit in the fridge for, I do for about an hour. They said you can do 30 minutes, but I wanna do an hour just to make sure it gets all the bubbles out and they're really, really smooth when I make them. So I'll see y'all in an hour. Okay, so it's been about an hour and I'm starting to make the crepes. So the trick that I found is you wanna make them super thin. So I do this, and then you wanna kinda get the edges so like the edges can get crispy. And then you wait about 15 seconds and then you flip them. So how long has it been? Sorry, this is kind of, you can kind of wait and you can kind of see when it starts to bubble like that. That's when it starts getting close to time. I'm gonna see if I can flip this while I have you guys on the camera. And kind of like lift up the edges. Oop. Boom. Gorgeous. And then give it 15 seconds and then just take it off. Okay, that about does it. So for the strawberries, all I did, you guys, is put strawberries. So it was like, I had like about a cup of strawberries chopped, an 1/8 cup of sugar and an 1/8 cup of water. And then I just brought it to put it on medium and then just let it get a little bubbly. And then I just put a little bit of powdered sugar on top. Okay, you guys, I am gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would love if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe. New videos every Sunday, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.